This call is now being recorded.
Okay, selamat pagi. A very good morning to all of you. Can you hear my voice?
Can.
Yes.
Okay, loud and clear also. Very good. And then my presentation, my screen sharing. Can you see as well?
Yes, can.
Okay, very good. All right. Okay, before we start, anything to ask about our previous chapter 1? I already give you the answer, right? I already give you all the answer in chapter 1 on our Telegram groups. Yeah, make sure you finish all the question, and then when the school back reopening, okay, back to open the reopening of the school is on 5th of April, right? Okay, according to the decision, keputusan yang Kementerian Pendidikan buat, again, our school will be reopened all over Malaysia at 5th April. Betul? 5 hari bulan buka sekolah ya. Kamu tahu itu kan? Boleh dengar?
Boleh.
5 hari bulan April, 5 hari bulan 4. Maksud dia, after our school holiday on March, our school holiday start at 27 to 4 27 March to 4 April. Ya, sekolah kita cuti sekolah lah 27 March sampai 4 April. And then starting from 5th of April, 5 hari bulan April itu sekolah kita akan kembali dibuka. Okay, harap semua okay lah. We are hopeful lah the school will be reopened and then the corona positive case will be decreased. Case sudah kurang. But lately in Perak, Perak je naik. Saya pun tak tahu kenapa. You know, last time semalam ke berapa? 1,000 di Perak. Perak saja 1,000 lebih. Ayo mati lagi macam. So never mind, we are hoping for the best lah. And then the vaccine is already here. Okay, the vaccine pun sudah sampai. Don't know lah when to get. Don't know when to get. And another one, don't know lah want to get it or no. Okay, that is another problem. Tak apalah Okay, tak ada masalah. Okay. Like usual, you try to finish all the question. You copy the answer on your what we call on your workbook. And then later on when you come to the school, and then you pass up all the school for me to check it again. Is it okay?
Okay.
Boleh about kalau latihan yang akan datang, latihan yang lain tu tengok bagaimana mungkin saya akan beri kemudian. PT3 also don't know. Kan, PT3 pun tak tahu macam mana. UPSR sudah tidak ada. Kan? Last year PT3 habis, UPSR pun habis. Okay, we just focus on the online learning right now. Okay, because we have another about 1 month before reopening of the school. Because now is 23rd of February. Okay, we have about 4 or 5 weeks before reopening the school. Sebelum sekolah buka. Sebab sekarang SPM right now SPM sedang berlangsung. Pelajar-pelajar last year Form 5 sedang ambil SPM sekarang. So itu sebab lambat sedikit lah. For kalau sekolah rendah 8 hari bulan kan, 8 hari bulan 3. Itu untuk sekolah rendah. Okay, but never mind, right? So, are you ready? Can we start now? Itu sajalah nak beritahu ya. Oh, another thing, sorry, about your new timetable. Right now, we are still using the old one We are still using the old timetable. The new one, still the school still finalize it lah Itu saja. Belum lagi tukar jadual yang baru. Okay. Mungkin ada cikgu yang tidak ada sebab mereka pergi ajar pergi jaga peperiksaan SPM. Okay, tapi saya tak jaga SPM lah, tak maulah. Nanti mengantuk, nak tidur aja di SPM. Right? Okay, so we can start now, right? Kita tengok dulu. Okay, nice. Okay, now can you see my screen sharing presentation? Yeah. So
Yes,
you
no
also can.
problem.
Okay, very good. Thank you for your response. So you also can open your textbook, chapter 2. So chapter 2 is respiration. Yeah. This is our topic for today, respiration. So we are still learning about living things. All right. If you remember chapter 1, we learn about what? Chapter 1, we learn about our sense, right? Our stimuli, and then respond. Not just for in human, but also in animal and also in plant. All right. We call it what sense? Organ? Sensory organ, sensory organ, such as what? Nose, ear, mouth, nose, ears, and then our nose, not mouth, and then tongue. Alright. Today I just pening-pening sedikit lah because baru ambil darah tadi, never mind. Right. So chapter 2, we learn about the next system in human. You still remember the system? Chapter 1, if you still remember, I told you many times. Form 1, you learn reproduction system, right? And then Form 2, you learn what? Form 2, you learn about digestive system. Okay? And then immune system also you learn in Form 2. But in Form 3, we are learning the next system of our body, that is our respiration system. Again, you saw this word many times, right? What is respiration? What is the example of respiration? Right now, we doing respiration or no? Sekarang. We are doing respiration or no? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, of course, we are doing respiration. Respiration is very important in human, not just in human, in all organism. Okay? Right now, example, the external respiration, right? External respiration, like ourselves as a human body, we are breathing, right? Breathing is one of the, what we call external respiration. Because when we breathe, we inhale the air that contain oxygen, and then we remove the air, exhale. Inhale, you breathe in. Bernafas masuk kan, tarik nafas, you breathe in the air. And then when you exhale ataupun menghembuskan nafas, itu mengeluarkan udara. Okay? Because why you need to breathe in? Because in the air we have oxygen, because we need oxygen. In order to respiration, in order to live. And then the byproduct of the respiration is carbon dioxide. Okay, we breathe in oxygen and then we remove carbon dioxide. That is the what we call external respiration. Sangat penting. Not just for human, but also in plant. Plant also do respiration. Later we go on in this topic. We go further deep. We know we learn more or little deeper about respiration, right? So what we're going to learn, number one here is the parts of the human respiratory system. You will learn the first system in Form 3 is respiratory system. Okay. Number 2, respiratory disease. Talk about disease in the respiratory. Right now, for example, you know, the COVID virus, it will damage, it will interfere with our breathing. You know, the COVID virus, it will infect the lung. It will make the lung very sick. It will inflame it. It will, you know, kacau lah paru-paru itu supaya susah bernafas. COVID is one of the respiratory disease. The new one lah, right? And the next one, The example of substance that are harmful to respiratory system. Substance ya. Substance ni ialah apa bendakah yang boleh mengganggu sistem pernafasan, respiratory system. Okay, nanti kita akan tengok one by one about all this, right? Okay, this one I will skip one. Okay, can you see this? Harap boleh lihat. I will zoom it a bit. 250 centimeter. Okay. 2.1. What do you need to learn? Human respiratory system, breathing, inhaling, exhaling. Okay, it's the process breathing, bernafas, masukkan udara, keluarkan udara. Okay, system that help us to breathe is what we call human respiratory system. Dalam BM kita panggil sistem pernafasan. Sistem pernafasan, human respiratory system. Inhale the air, exhale the air. Itu perkataan itu kamu kena ingat betul-betul. Inhale, exhale. Okay, next one. Macam biasalah ini kelas. If you learn about the system, you need to identify the organ and then their parts and then their function. Yeah, because if you still remember, system is consists of many organ. Okay, that we call system. All right. So what can you remember here? Can you remember here? Oh, got many things here. All right. So number one is nasal cavity. We already learned about nasal cavity in chapter 1 when you learn about our sensory, the sense of smell. Kan sudah belajar kan bahagian dalam hidung, dalam bab 1 kita sudah belajar. Inside here we have nasal cavity. Nasal cavity itu ruang dalam hidung. Ada satu ruang dalam hidung. Our nose, kalau hidung ini tidak ada, dia berlubang tau. You boleh tengok dalam internet. You cari dalam Google. Our nose here is just a very soft bone. Kita punya hidung ini hanyalah tulang yang lembut dan daging saja. Boleh ambil pisau potong. Kan? Okay. Inside we have nasal cavity. Cavity maksud dia ruang. Cavity maksud dia apa? Cavity here is mean by ruang. Okay. Cavity here maksud dia ruang. Mana dia? Ini. Maksud dia ruang. Ataupun rongga. Ataupun kita panggil rongga hidung. Ruang ataupun rongga hidung. Nasal cavity. Right? Okay, yang kedua. Nostril. Nostril ni lubang hidung lah. Macam biasalah Yang ketiga, pharynx. Ni di dalam pharynx. And then this one, larynx. Apa beza pharynx dengan larynx ini? Macam sekarang saya cakap Right now I'm speaking to you. Okay, apa yang keluar daripada saya punya how do I make the voice? Macam mana saya boleh mengeluarkan bunyi suara daripada pharynx? Okay, yes, daripada pharynx. Suara. You boleh dengar suara saya kan? Saya pun boleh dengar you punya suara from the pharynx. Alright? Okay. And then larynx, epiglottis, trachea. This is trachea, bronchus. Okay, kamu tengok betul-betul sini Saya zoom sedikit Can you identify this one? This one goes to where? Siapa tahu? Ini pergi mana? Yang ini. Nombor 1 ini. Pergi mana? Ini you sudah belajar form 2. Pergi mana itu? Where the channel go? Itu dia pergi mana tu? Pas ini. This one trachea. Dia pergi bawah. Nombor 2 ni Number 2 dia pergi bawah. Nombor 1 pergi mana? Ada 2 Betul tak? Kamu perasan tak ada 2? Number 1 go to where?
Is it
Ijaz
lung?
balik. Ha? Tak dengar. Go to
Lung.
lung. Number 1. Number 2 goes to lung. Ya, number 2, tengok nombor 2 ini ya. Nombor 2 namanya trachea. Nama dia trachea. Ini trachea. Ini nombor 2 namanya trachea. Nombor 1 ini, you rasa pergi mana? Dia bawa apa? Minta maaf ya. Saya nak bersin sekejap. Takkan sudah lupa. Number 1. Masih sudah lupakan. Apa lagi yang masuk dalam selain daripada udara? Apa lagi yang masuk dalam? Apa? Kelas?
Makanan.
Makanan, betul lah. Kan makanan masuk. Makanan akan masuk nombor 1. Apa nama nombor 1 ini? Siapa masih ingat lagi? Apa nama nombor 1 ini? Kita panggil dia Eso. Apa? Kau dengar? Esophagus. Esophagus. Saya sudah lupa dia punya tulisan dia apa. Esophagus. Nanti saya cari dia punya tulisan yang betul. Esophagus. Ini. Ini ejaan dia. Sorry. This is the real meaning. Esophagus. Ini tingkatan 2 kamu belajar. Esophagus ni akan pergi ke mana? Esophagus akan pergi ke mana? Kelas? Pergi mana dalam?
Heart.
Bukan. Ini makanan. Ini form 2. Kita review balik. Kita ingat balik form 2. Form 2, makanan masuk mulut, betul? And then pergi esophagus. And then makanan itu pergi mana? Pergi apa? Stomak pergi pada perut. Ini kamu sudah lupa ini kan. Ini kalau digestive system. Digestive system form 2. Ini beza dia. Okey, di sini. Okey, ini. Dia ada macam ada 2, betul? Oksigen, udara, air will go into the lung and then food will go to the stomach. Ini dia punya simpang 3 lah. The junction here. The junction. That's why when you eat, can you breathe and eat at the same time? Can you swallow the food? Boleh tak kamu telan dengan bernafas serentak? Boleh ke kamu? Tak boleh. Because why? When you are breathing, trachea open. When you are swallowing, when you swallow the food, the trachea close and then the esophagus open. Automatic. What happened? Cuba dengar baik-baik. Dengar baik-baik. What happened when you swallow, suddenly the food go into trachea? What happened to you? Makanan itu tiba-tiba masuk trachea, bukan masuk esophagus. What happened?
You're choking yourself.
You're choking yourself, yes, of course. And then if you are choking yourself, you will automatically have a cough. Kamu akan batuk. Kamu akan tersedak. Bila kamu batuk, why you are choking? Why you are choking? Because of the something try to enter the trachea, not the esophagus. When you are choking, automatically your body try to remove the things, remove the food, for example, and then you begin to cough. Kamu akan batuk banyak-banyak untuk keluarkan benda itu. That's why you cannot breathe and you cannot swallow the food in at one time. Okay. Saya punya soalan. Saya selalu mau tanya. I want to ask you. Can the air enter the stomach through the esophagus? Boleh tak udara masuk sini nombor 1? Can the air enter number 1?
Tak boleh.
Tak boleh. Boleh ke tak boleh? Udara.
Boleh.
The air can enter esophagus tapi tak banyak lah. That's why after you eat, kamu akan apa? Perut kamu besar, betul?
Betul.
Nanti kamu akan apa? Sedar. Kamu akan burping, kamu akan sedawa. Kan kamu sedawa tu. Sedawa tu sebenarnya when you are burping, macam you sudah kenyang kan? Already eat the food, our stomach, your stomach is very full already. And then you are burping. The air is coming, most of the air coming from the outside when you are eating. Because when you eat, some amount of air also enter the stomach. That's why you are burping, kamu akan sedawa kan? Boleh masuk di sini. Okay, boleh faham ya? That is bronchus, esophagus and trachea. Alright, esophagus is the digestive system. Trachea is the respiratory system. So I will delete this. Padam dulu. We are now focused on the respiratory system. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Next one is trachea. Trachea ni just satu macam tube saja that connect the lung. We have a pair of lung here. Kita ada sepasang, ada 2 paru. That's why we call it paru-paru. Ada 2. Or in English we call it lungs. Okay, ada 2. Okay. Right, we have right lung here, over here. All right, we have right lung and then left lung. Okay, where the left lung? Left lung here, right? And then our lung is covered or protected by what? Where is the things here? Our lung is protected by rib cage. Ada tulang kan? Ada di sini. We call it rib cage. I don't know kenapa tidak ada di sini. Okay, this one. Ini. Tulang rusuk. Kita panggil dia tulang rusuk. Or in English we call it a rib cage, protected the lung. Okay, dia ada tulang di sini ya. And then the rib cage cover with intercostal muscle. Okay, so what is inside the lung? Inside the lung we have bronchiole, and then inside the bronchiole we have alveolus. All right. And then after the trachea, we will go into bronchus. Bronchus, this one also. Bronchus, bronchiole, and then alveolus. This is when we magnify the alveolus. This is what happened to the alveolus. You know COVID-19, patient with COVID-19, which organ or which part you think the virus attack? Siapa boleh beritahu saya? Kalau kamu tengok ini, kalau kamu tengok gambar ini. Bahagian mana yang dia serang ini COVID, ini virus ini, very dangerous virus. Yang mana dia serang kamu rasa? Which part you think it attack the lung?
Left.
Bahagian mana? Bahagian mana? Okay, like this. The COVID-19 virus, it will damage alveolus. Alveolus ini dia akan attack. Ini dia akan serang. You know? Because why alveolus? Alveolus is the place where the oxygen change. The oxygen the alveolus absorb the oxygen from outside. Okay? COVID-19, dia akan serang alveolus ini. Sampai alveolus ini tidak boleh apa. Until the alveolus cannot absorb oxygen. Can you imagine? Kalau tidak boleh serap oksigen, if the alveolus cannot absorb oxygen, what happened to us? What happened? Not enough oxygen, right?
Nafas.
Kalau tidak cukup oksigen, we have shortage of breath. Kita sesak nafas. Because oxygen is very important especially for the brain. Our brain need oxygen. Everything else inside our body need oxygen. If there is not enough oxygen, what happened? That's why the majority of the stage 5 yang COVID, pesakit COVID yang tahap 5, stage 5 COVID patient need to wear what? What we call a ventilator. Need to wear the mask here. I will show you the ventilator picture. Ventilator. Ventilator. This one, for example. This one for the COVID patient lah. Ini sangat bahaya jugalah ini. They are using this one. You can try to search ventilator. This one. Why they need this machine? This machine, why they need this machine? Boleh nampak tak gambar? Boleh nampak gambar? Ventilation machine. Ventilation machine. Boleh nampak tak gambar? Ini ventilator. Ini kalau
Boleh.
ini kalau pesakit sangat sudah the alveolus, their lung is already infected with the COVID virus, they need ventilator machine. Okay. Mana sekejap Mana tak ada gambar ke? Sekejap saya bagi tengok gambar yang besar sedikit. Ventilator. Person on ventilator. This one. Ada tak gambar yang besar? This one besar lah. Besar ke ni? Yang ini ventilator. Dia bagi dia punya pesakit itu. Right? Apa guna you rasa ini? Untuk masukkan apa dalam dia punya paru-paru? Untuk masukkan apa? Kelas?
Yes.
Untuk masukkan apa ini? Alat ini?
Oksigen.
Yes, betul. Dia mau bagi banyak oksigen dalam paru-paru. Sebab kalau tidak ada mesin ini dia akan mati Sebab tidak ada oksigen boleh masuk. Dia bagi ventilator ini, dia masuk tiup sampai ke dalam. Ini ventilator machine. Alright. Okay, saya sambung ke Windows. Okay. Boleh nampak Okay, make sure kamu fahamlah ini apa benda ini. Okay. Kamu rasa mesin ventilator itu dia masuk ke dalam, dia ada tube masuk dalam mulut. Kalau saya boleh lukis di sini dia masuk, ada satu alat ini, dia masuk ikut mulut, masuk dalam sampai sini. Ini ventilator tadi. Dia masuk dalam.
Tapi cikgu,
Ha.
tak tercekik ke dia macam tu?
Tak tercekik kejap. Tak. Memang dia tidak tercekik. Sebab dia pun biasanya orang yang pakai ventilator, dia tidak sedarkan diri biasanya. Dia akan diberi tidur.
Oh.
Dia akan tidur. So dia tidak akan rasa tercekik ke, rasa sakit ke. Dia akan ditidurkan. Dia akan bagi ubat tidur. So the tube ni akan masuk ke dalam sampai dekat lung dia lah. Ini kalau COVID, dia sudah COVID ini dia sangat jahat. Dia dia apa? Dia boleh rosakkan alveolus. Alveolus ini memang teruk. Macam mana doktor tahu? How the doctor know? X-ray lah. Dia akan pergi X-ray, mereka akan tahu dia punya paru-paru dia okey kah tidak okey. Okey. Ini biasanya orang tua lah, orang yang kurang kuat, dia akan biasa COVID akan pergi ke paru-paru. Tetapi kalau orang yang kuat, orang yang muda, biasa dia boleh lawan lah. Dia tak sampai paru-paru, dia ditekak saja dia sudah mati. Tapi kalau orang yang tidak kuat macam orang-orang tua, biasalah inilah sebab the COVID attack the cell in the alveolus in the lung. Okay, kamu ingat saja. Okay, contohlah. Okay, sambung. Sekarang pukul berapa? Okay, breathing mechanism. Number 2, breathing mechanism, cara-cara kita bernafas. Number 1, you must understand and remember the flow, the arrangement of the air. The air going to where first? And then lastly, where is the air going? In breathing. Inhale and exhale. Okay, ini senang saja. Okay, number 1 here is nostril. Nostril ni tadi apa? Nostril is the lubang hidung. Okay, this is when the air in the what we call the mechanism when we are breathing, when we insert, when we breathe in, the air will goes into our nostril first. Can you understand this? Boleh faham? Mula-mula udara tu akan masuk lubang hidung. Number 2, lepas pergi lubang hidung, nasal cavity. And then after that, pharynx, and then larynx, and then trachea, and then go to bronchus, and then go to bronchiole, and then go to alveolus. This one, mechanism ini, this mechanism, inhale or exhale class. Nafas masuk ke nafas keluar? Udara masuk ke keluar?
Masuk.
Yeah. Yes, very good, betul. This is when we inhale the air. Kalau keluar macam mana? If exhale, keluar. Kalau udara keluar. Kalau udara keluar, terbaliklah. Kalau if you want to exhale the air, you just opposite the direction, the parts here. You start from where? Alveolus, bronchiole, bronchus, trachea, larynx, pharynx, nasal cavity, nostril. Terbalikkan saja kalau nafas keluar, udara keluar. Okay, yang ini udara so this one when you inhale the air. Kalau exhale the air, exhale, keluarkan udara, terbalikkan saja, ya. Okay, next one. Okay, inhalation. So we need to know what happened to our body during inhalation. Inhale, maknanya udara masuk. Okay. Alright. What are the things that moving when we are inhale? Benda apa yang bergerak apabila kita bernafas? In our respiratory system. Alright. So we have here pathway of air. Pathway ni ialah udara itu masuk dari mana, ikut mana. Okay. So you must remember when you inhale, what is going on to your lung? Okay, you look at the picture and on your right, yeah. When the air breathes in, when you inhale the air, what happened to the rib cage? The rib cage will move upwards and outward. Rib cage ini apa? Rib cage kita punya tulang. Boleh tahu? The bone, the bone that protect the lung will go upward. Upward tu atas ke bawah? Upward and outward. Dia naik atas, tengok video saya. upward and outward. Cuba kamu tarik nafas. What happened to your breast here? Macam mana dengan kamu punya dada? Upward and outward. Dia naik atas dan keluar. Up and out. Tengok dada kamu. Tarik nafas. Tarik nafas. Up and out. Boleh faham? Apa yang bergerak ini? Bukan kita punya lung ya. The rib cage. Ini. The rib cage here. The rib cage move up and out. Tarik nafas. Okay. So, when the rib cage upward and outward, what happened to the lung? The lung become small or the lung become big? Kalau dia outward, upward, what happened to the lung here? Become small or become big? Lung become what?
Become
Become
big.
large or become small? Become big, right? Okay, correct. It will become big. And then what happened when the lung become big? The air will start to coming in. Udara akan mula masuk. Nanti kita buat, nanti dah masuk ke sekolah, we try to do the experiment here, right? Okay. The volume of the thoracic cavity increase. Maknanya ruang dalam macam ini ya, the volume, ruang di dalam lung, the space inside the lung become large and then the air will coming in. Okay. And then what happened to the diaphragm? This one, just under the lung, we have diaphragm. We call it diaphragm. Yeah? Diaphragm will contract and move downward. It will contract and move downward. Okay. So, inhalation, you kena ingat, you must remember two parts. Ada dua bahagian. One is rib cage and one is diaphragm. One is rib cage and another one is diaphragm. Ini yang kamu kena ingat when you are inhale and exhale. Now is inhale ya. Sekarang ni inhale dahulu. Rib cage and then diaphragm. Ada dua bahan ini, dua bahagian ini kamu kena ingat. Right? Inhale, again, rib cage up and out. Diaphragm contract and downward. And then what happened to the size, the volume, the size of the lung will increase. So if the size increase, we will automatically breathe in. Kita akan masuk ke dalam. Okay, udara itu akan masuk ke dalam. Okay, saya sambung Right. Yang ini you boleh baca sendiri. Please understand this ya. Okay. So, apa ini? Ini tidak apa. Exhalation. This one exhalation. Exhalation, udara masuk ke udara keluar? Exhale. Udara. Yang ini udara keluar. How to get the air inside the lung go out? Same, you just do the opposite. Kamu terbalikkan dia saja. Okay. How many part you need to remember? How many part? During the inhale and exhale, ada dua bahagian. One is rib cage. One is diaphragm. So what happened to rib cage? During exhalation, move downward and inward. Terbalikkan saja. Keluar udara. Bukan tarik nafas ya, keluar nafas. Keluar nafas, our rib cage here downward and inward. Dia terbalik boleh faham ini? And then diaphragm, what happened to diaphragm? It will relax and curve upward. This one, diaphragm here. Curve upward. Dia terbalik sahaja. So what happened to the size of the lung here? What happened to the volume? Become smaller or become larger? In exhalation. Dia jadi kecil ke jadi besar paru-paru ni? Plus? Become small or become big? Hmm? Hello.
Teacher, can you repeat your
The sorry, tak dengar.
question?
When in exhalation, this one is exhalation. Exhalation means the air out from the lung. Okay. Now, when the rib cage here downward and inward, and then the diaphragm is relaxed and upward, what happened to the volume or the size of the lung here? What happened to the size of the lung here? It is become bigger or become smaller?
Smaller.
Yes, it will become smaller. When it becomes smaller, then automatically the air inside the lung will get out. Dia akan keluar. Itu sebab kamu pernah tengok orang CPR. You know CPR?
Yes.
CPR ialah orang itu tidak boleh bernafas. What they do?
Then
CPR apa mereka buat? Mereka tekan apa?
tekan dada.
Tekan dada. Kenapa tekan dada? Sebab mereka nak bagi paru-paru, they want to get the lung small, big, you know. When you push, the lung become small or become big? Kalau tekan dada. When you push the breast, dada, lung akan jadi kecil. So what happen? Kalau tekan dada, apa yang jadi? Udara masuk ke udara keluar? When you push the breast ya,
Keluar.
udara akan keluar. Tekan masuk, in out. Ya, udara akan masuk dan keluar. Itu kalau dia tidak boleh bernafas. Kan? Macam sekarang kita boleh bernafas tak?
Boleh.
You can find the changes in us. We can voluntarily, we can breathe. So no problem. Kalau itu sebab nanti mungkin Form 4 nanti you will akan belajar CPR ke St. John ke PBSM. CPR ini sangat penting ya. Right. Can you identify the difference between inhalation and then exhalation? Okay, it is all because of the rib cage, the intercostal muscle. The rib cage here got the muscle. The muscle will change the size of the rib cage, and then at the same time the size of the lung also change. When we inhale, the lung will become larger, and then the air will go in. And then when we exhale, the rib cage become downward and inward, and then the lung becomes smaller. And then when the lung becomes smaller, the air will go out. Ya, yang ni you boleh baca sendiri, no problem. Eksperimen nanti kita akan buat di dalam kelas, di dalam makmal. I will skip this. Banyak eksperimen ni. Ini saya akan skip dahulu. Okay. Eksperimen, I will skip the experiment. Okay. Tunggulah. Saya tak boleh tunjuk dalam ini dulu ya. Nanti kita akan buat kemudian kalau ada masa ya. Harap-harap 5 hari bulan boleh datang sekolah lah ya. Okay. So, we finish 2.1 teori ya. Practical belum lagi ya. Practical nanti. So you finish 2.1 formative practice like usual. You do the exercises for today. Formative practice 2.1. And then your science workbook 29, 30. And 31. Okay. Don't worry. Jangan risau, saya akan bagi arahan. I will give you the instruction on the Telegram group. Okay, any question? Ada soalan?
No.
Okay, no. 2 kali no. Okay, never mind. Okay, if there is no question, I think we can stop now. Our next class is tomorrow ya. Besok kita ada kelas lagi. So we continue 2.2 topic tomorrow. And then if you have any question, like usual lah, you can ask me. Kalau ada soalan, boleh tanya saya di dalam grup Telegram nanti, okay? So if you have nothing to ask, so I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow at what time? Tomorrow I think at okay, we see you all tomorrow lah. Okay, so I have nothing to ask. So we stop here. See you all tomorrow. Okay, thank you. You can leave the class now.